If you're not able to read this Amazon report, you are far, far away being a professional Amazon seller. Yes, this report I'm speaking about is one of the most valuable Amazon reports for every seller, and knowing how to read this report can save you and make you crazy amount of money. In this video I will teach you how to read Amazon search term report like a pro. And if you'd like to learn more about online business building, Amazon business, then hit the subscribe button below. So hey, the first thing you see how when you import your search term report into your Excel or Google Sheets, then this is how it looks like. Now we don't need certain columns here, so I'm gonna clean it up before we can go into deeper analysis and see what can we find from here. So basically, I don't care about these particular fields here. Campaign name, I will keep it. Ad group name, I don't care, will hide it. Targeting can keep, match type can keep. This is one of the most important fields, customer search term. I just changed the names here for it, so because it's our company's search term report. Impressions, clicks, click-through rate, cost per click, spend, 7-day total sales. We don't need that. We can actually hide this. ACOS, important. ROAS, we don't need that. 7-day total orders, units ordered. I think we don't really care about orders, we care about units ordered, right? And conversion rate, right? And yeah, so basically all the rest here are not necessary. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do, we make this nice and compact so we can see everything in one glance. Okay, cool. Now next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sort this first row and I'll make it as a filter, right? Already did it. Then you can, these marks appear here, right? Then I want to highlight few columns which are more important for me than others, and you will get it later why. So I want to just highlight click-through rate and conversion rate. And then I want to select the first row, make it as a dark, text is white, and I'm gonna view and freeze the first row. When I scroll, it always is there. Okay, all right, so let's go into deeper analysis now. Our first topic is how to locate golden nugget keywords and then how to use them for your own advantage. Now if you go to the units section here and sort everything from Z to A, and then everything you see here, these are the units sold during this search term period, right? And we have a rule that everything that's more than five sales, starting 5 sales, it has to have its own exact match campaign. Which means is that you create a product name, keyword phrase, ACOS, max ACOS, and you put like there's actually like the exact keyword phrase and match ACOS. This is the campaign name structure we are using, and it's called manual targeting and fixed bids. And by placement here we put like 500 or 999. Basically it's easier to calculate. It's maybe like 500, because then if you put 0.75 cents per bid, your maximum bid will already be 4.50, right? And so we don't want product page advertisement, because we don't care about product page advertisement, because they don't really convert, they don't really work, they're wasting your money. You do that on separate campaign, as a separate campaign, okay? Then if you scroll down or the keyword targeting, you uncheck these boxes here, and that is one keyword phrase here, right? And then of course you adjust the bid based on this percentage here. So the reason we're doing this is because we want to control the budget and spending on all these keywords. And what else? Next thing is that we want to make sure where we rank on that keyword. You put here rank, and then now you start putting ranks, because if you are making sales, like this on a keyword, then you better rank on a first page on that. If you're not ranking to the first page, I mean, if you would be on a first page in top 5, imagine how much money you can save, right? Look, $5,000 spent to get these sales, right? Now I could save this $5,000 here if I would be on ranking number 1 on that keyword, right? Or at least I would save a lot from this money, right? So your goal next is to understand where are you ranking on these keywords where you're making more than 5 sales in 2 weeks, okay? This is really important. And that's why you want to create one exact match keyword with fixed bids on one keyword, because you want to control how much you spend on that keyword, because sometimes ACOS is not really profitable for you. And even if it's not profitable, like here, for example, right? This is not profitable for me, right? Now we have 45% ACOS. It's not really profitable. Conversion rate is not so good either. Click-through rate is kind of okay, right? So what do you do here? If you have your own, this is automatic, by the way, this is auto campaign, but this is a good keyword. Now I need to create an exact match campaign for this, and looking at the CPC, I could adjust CPC to maybe 90 cents. And then I could hit my target ACOS on this keyword. Now, when I want to rank on that keyword, of course, then I will start running rebates campaigns, and also I don't care about this ACOS at all, because I don't want to just dump. I will just dump money on this keyword until I get number 1 here, right? And then I can just drop the whole thing. I mean, I can just put low click price here, and then keep doing money with this, with the ads and with our organic rank, and the whole game here is to understand where are you ranking on your best-selling keywords. And if you're not ranking, if you're like something in 30, then okay, so what can we do to get number 1? So this keyword seems really promising to me, but on ads, other people are actually bidding too high. My ACOS is bad, so I want to increase my organic rank so I can easily be there making sales without spending money on ads. And if you guys don't believe that ranking works on Amazon, then let me show you this chart. This is like last few months rankings, and basically you see here I did two units given away every day for 100% free, 21 days, and I went from ranking 78 to ranking number 7. Increased profit per week $3,000. Imagine $3,000. I gave away 40 units, which total cost me like $1,000, and now I'm making $3,800 more money per week. I mean, even like the next one, 3 days, 130 units given away, it's like over $4,000 spent, but now I increased my daily sales from 50 to 138, and I just went from position number 2 to number 1 and get my bestseller badge. There are a few, of course, here which are not successful rankings, but usually the rankings are not successful when units you give away is too small amount. And you see, this is a proof that ranking works. So if you have a good keyword, which have a good conversion rate, good click-through rate, you're making money from that keyword. I mean, you're making sales from that keyword, but maybe you're not making money because ACOS is really bad. Still, it's a good keyword because people want to buy your product, right? And so you need to get your organic sales up. So the way you do that is doing the rebate campaigns using tools, and you get yourself up on that rankings, and you can drop the like expensive ACOS on your campaign. Now pay attention to what I'm going to say now. When you create exact single keyword match type campaign on Amazon, then you make sure that this phrase that is in the exact match campaign is as negative exact on broad praise and auto campaigns if you're running them simultaneously. Okay? One more time. If you created exact single keyword campaign, okay, make sure this keyword phrase is as negative exact in the auto, broad, and praise campaigns, because you don't want keywords to compete with each other. You want one keyword to be firing only from one place. This is how you control money and budgeting on that keyword phrase. Okay, cool. Now next, let's talk about how to validate your product listing attractiveness and competitiveness through the search term report. And guys, believe me, this is important because a lot of people think that when they create a listing on Amazon, then they might have beautiful listing. In their opinion, they made a magnificent job, or sometimes they are not even aware that actually their listing sucks. Your listing is complete shit, and you're waiting some success on Amazon, but on the same time your listing sucks. And how does it suck? It sucks compared to others. Okay, people, your customers are comparison machines. Amazon is not a store, it's a search engine. They search and they compare. Now you also need to, and you have to be able to validate your listing attractiveness and competitiveness through something, right? Because your opinion is that your listing is amazing, right? But this is your opinion, it's not a fact, right? So if you become a good seller, if you can make it as a fact, not opinion, if you can validate your listing attractiveness and competitiveness with the numbers, something that's a fact, okay? So you don't want to guess things, right? You want to be successful, you don't want to be right, do you? So search term report is a good way how to understand, is my listing actually attractive, healthy and competitive? Because numbers don't lie, right? And so that's why you go to the search term report and now you look for your main keyword, and hopefully it's in exact match type. And yeah, let's remove broad, let's do exact match only. And now the second thing you want to see is, if you don't have more than five sales, at least 5 sales, this information that has only one cell on keyword, this information is not valid. Okay, so let me say it again. You want to look at the keywords that have at least 5 sales or more, because this information is already valid for you to take consideration of. Okay, so remove this 1, 2, 3 sales, and now you have sales, these type of sales maybe from launching when you launch the product, right? And basically what you want to do now is you want to look at your keyword. Like, let me give you an example. If this search term report is your main keyword for your product, it has tremendous click-through rate, amazing conversion rate. This is really, your listing is top notch, right? Because click-through rate means that how many people saw your ad and how many clicked it. People really like to click the product. I mean, usually click-through rate is 0 point something. If you have something more than 2%, oh my God, your listing, main image, headline, review amount, price is amazingly well optimized. Now the conversion rate here at the end, it shows and means that people also like your other images in your listing, and everything you say there, they like it and they are actually buying it, right? So normal conversion rate starts from 15%. If you have 30%, oh my God, you have done amazing job with your listing, okay? Now let's take another example here, okay? So this one, you got 15 sales. This is exact match keyword, single keyword campaign that produced you 15 sales. So this information is already really well designed and valid information. Now, if this search term report here would be your main search term report for your product, then obviously let's look at the click-through rate is really low. It's 0.8. It's actually not really low. I would say really low is below 0.5. So it's a little bit like higher than low, but still it's not so good. Good click-through rate starts from 1%. Really good starts from 2%. Okay. Now, your ACOS is not good either, so you're not really making money. You're losing money on ads unless your profit margin is more than 40%. you're not really making anything, right? So I got 15 sales, so this information is valid, and conversion rate is 5.2%. If this search term here would be my main search term, I would say my listing really sucks. So first of all, click-through rate sucks. Why? Because my main image doesn't stand out, my headline is not saying anything cool about my product, and my reviews maybe suck compared to others, and maybe my price also sucks compared to others, okay? And conversion rate sucks because when they enter my listing, my whole listing sucks because my pictures are bad, not so good. Again, what mean bad? Bad, like low quality compared to your competitors. Maybe your review score is really bad, right? Maybe your price is too high. So these are the conversion rate metrics, right? And now you obviously, there's no point start ranking your product on that keyword right now or dump any more money on ads before you go and optimize your listing and start this exact match campaign again. And then validate this information again. Because if you run with this information, it's like going to the races with the shitty car. What do you expect? It doesn't matter how much money you dump on that shitty car, it's still a shitty car. You need a better one. You need to improve it first, right? There's no point like spending money on advertisement telling that, oh, my car is beautiful when it's not, right? So that's the thing. If you don't, you need to validate your listing, competitiveness and attractiveness. Attractiveness is click-through rate, competitiveness is conversion rate. So if these numbers suck, your listing sucks, okay? Let me give another example here. This is really common example where maybe ACoS is really high. Let's look at the ACoS is high, but conversion rate is good. This is a really common mistake that people are doing. Your conversion rate is good, but ACoS is really high. So this means that I'm not making any profits. This is really bad for me because it's really expensive keyword. I'm not making any money. But you see here, my exact match campaign. By the way, we don't want to validate broad, auto, or phrase because these are not, it's better to validate one exact match campaign. It's fine if you validate one keyword, but if you run broad, phrase, and auto, and you don't have negatives in place, this one keyword can appear on many different places with different ACoS, and you don't really know anything to validate anymore. So anyway, let's look at this one. So the typical thing that happens on this particular case, let's say your good ACoS is 30% or less, 20%, right? And now you're looking at, oh my God, I'm losing money here. I'm lost already, lost already money here, right? So now the information is already kind of valid because you already have 4 sales, okay? But it's not profitable for you. Now what happens usually is that you're shutting down the keyword or you're lowering the bids because, oh yeah, or I'm not making money on the keyword. Now on the same time, actually your click-through rate here and your conversion rate here, these figures actually showing you that you need to start ranking on that keyword because your ACoS comes from competitive people who are advertising with the high cost. They are putting high bid prices there, and you just can't compete with other people who are bidding higher than you on cost per click, right? And now, but the conversion rate and the click-through rate says to you, guy, hey, where are you ranking here? Where are you ranking? Oh, you're ranking number 20 or maybe in like position number 30. Oh, don't shut me down. What you actually need to do is you need to start increasing this rank because your conversion rate and click-through rate is really good. Even though your ACoS is bad, it doesn't mean anything. You need to bump up ranking because you want to be there on the 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 because you are making money from this keyword, and you cannot advertise. Advertising is expensive for you, right? Sometimes this is like 100% or 120, right? And the problem with this is that, holy moly, I need to shut it down. I spent already maybe like $200 here, right? And it's so unprofitable for me. But you know what? Your click-through rate and conversion rate shows that, guys, rank up. Rank this product up onto the first page because your figures are showing you that you are attractive and competitive on that particular keyword, but your ads just don't work. So don't neglect these type of keywords, because we did that for years and it was one of the biggest mistakes we did. We shut them down and we neglect them, but what we should have done, we should have done ranking campaigns and rank them up, because ads expensiveness is nothing to do with your ability to sell on them. Okay? Let's talk about wasteful keywords and how to deal with them reading the search term report. You know, wasteful keywords are the keywords which basically don't produce you any money, and you already dumped a lot of money on them, but they don't really make any sales, you're not getting anything from them, and it's kind of pointless to have them. And the first question for you is really simple. What's your profit margin per product? If my profit margin is $100, then obviously these are not wasteful keywords yet, because I haven't even exceeded my profit margin per product, right? And I can keep going with these keywords, even there are zero sales, I can keep going them until they reach the $100, right? If my profit margin is $10, then obviously, like we see, all of them already wasted my money. Usually what I'm looking at is, you know, keywords that already have more than 10 clicks and already exceeded my profit margin, I consider as a wasteful keywords. Sometimes they're also indicators for you that maybe you need to improve your listing, because if they are relevant for your product and not making any sales, then, well, you know what, maybe you need to improve your listing. But then again, look at what is your profit margin and how many clicks they already produced. And usually 83 clicks, 62, more than 20 clicks already is like an indicator that there's no need to spend more money there, especially if the click-through rate is low, right? If click-through rate is really like below 0.5% and you keep buying these clicks, even though, see, people don't really like even clicking your product there, right? Then what's the point? What's the point going and spending money on a place where people don't really think you are relevant, right? Why do you advertise there? So what do you do with these keywords? So you put them as negative phrase or negative exact to auto, broad, and praise campaigns. Make sure that they are in all your product campaigns where you don't want your product to be seen. So anyway, use this search term report to locate 0 unit keywords, and then ask how much is your profit margin per product, and then you know, should you shut down, is this already waste or not? And if there are waste, then maybe sometimes my product was seen on Pokemon keywords, so I added Pokemon as negative phrase to all my auto, broad, and praise campaigns, because whatever phrase contains Pokemon, my product, I don't want my product to be seen there. But for some reason Amazon was advertising me there and I lost a lot of money there, and there's no point. So use negative phrase or negative exact as to eliminate these wasteful keywords from your campaigns. Thank you so much, guys.
My name is Victor Villand and I'm selling on Amazon starting 2014. We made $1 million in first year, and the second year we hit $1 million per month. We have over 1,000 students, which some of them have made already 6- and 7-figure exits. We are freedom hackers. Selling on Amazon can be challenging, but it doesn't have to be a struggle. And you know, if you want me to help you, then hit the link below this video.